The Horn Region, After Abiy, a Message by Ibsa Gutema. In the heart of the Horn of Africa, a great reckoning is unfolding. Peoples long suppressed are rising, more conscious than ever before. From the hills of Walaga to the plains of Borana, the Oromo are not just resisting, they are preparing. This message from Ibsa Gutema, veteran of the Oromo Liberation Front and former Transitional Minister of Education in 1991, calls us to reflect, to act, and to reclaim what has always been ours.
Freedom, dignity, and self-determination.
The topic, the Horn Region after Abiy, is currently being discussed in public for the first time. This is because the colonial empire is more disturbed than ever. Development of political consciousness of the colonizer and the colonized have matched. One discusses how to continue keeping their serfs, while the other discusses how to get freedom and clear the way for independence. Most of the colonizing elites did not accept the reconciliatory constitution. Even those who pretended to accept the constitution had been violating it. The period of the current empire's agent PP, led by Abiy, is marked by constitutional violation, rising cost of living, maladministration, too many wars, lawlessness, and abuses of rights and other defects. People everywhere were voicing their grievances on these issues. Rivals for the empire's power are bragging to march to Arak Kilo, Oromia, showing contempt for the Oromo struggle. In the past 6 decades, Oromo's participation in pulling down regimes has grown exponentially, but they did not recognize this because they knew them only when they did not have organizational strength and maturity to demand for their share of the victories. Now the Oromo are vowing Abiy will be the last leader before the demise of the colonial empire. To avoid humiliation and shame of staying colonized any further, Oromo youths are relentlessly fighting. Abiy is going to fall. We have seen the fall of 3 regimes. It was said, after them, the sky will fall. What was feared did not happen. The king's fall happened by a military coup d'etat in 1974. That of the Derg happened by liberation forces in 1991. The fall of TPLF and EPRDF was caused by a people's protest movement in 2018. Behind all of them was the pressure of Oromo grievance and struggle. The fall of this one will not be different from its predecessors. It will either be by one of them or a mixture of 2 of them. Oromo are ready to win their freedom except for Banda in them. Some Oromo Galtu defecting misguided by PP/Abiy to side with him and fight against their own nation. No wonder the occupation of Oromia and formation of the empire happened because of such people. The chronic problem Oromo must resolve is the Galtu syndrome, defection to the enemy. Is it probably caused by not being proud of one's roots or genetic weakness which affects self-confidence? Or could it be excessive greed? Find the cause and find a solution for it. Abiy has the empire's arsenal and treasury as colonial legacy. With their own resources, land, and labor, he is committing untold crimes, keeping them divided and suppressed. The Ethiopians are fighting for the empire's power and replacing PP. The Oromo and all people in the southern part of the empire are struggling for decolonization and right to self-determination on their own affairs. If the Ethiopians want Oromo and other colonies to ally with them, they must first unequivocally recognize their right to national self-determination, equality, freedom, and the rule of law. Then they can coordinate their struggle to remove Abiy and his party from power and live as good neighbors. With mutual trust developed, there could also be a possibility to form a union of free Africans. For all eventualities, Oromo must get prepared for governance of Oromia after the ousting of Abiy. Calling a Constituent Assembly CA immediately is necessary to approve a draft constitution and send it to referendum of the people. Nucleus of institutions that help governance like domestic affairs, foreign service, civil service, police service, social and economic administration, etc., and a draft constitution, if not already in place, had to be ready. To assure people, the Bill of Rights must be declared and policy for periodic elections must be shown. supremacy of the law must be assured. That is the Gadaa principle. Abiy's mismanagement of the Ethiopian empire, plus the Oromo question of independence, have made Oromo everywhere target of historical enemies. Therefore, Oromo in the service of empire, Ethiopia, led by Abiy, must be made aware of the coming danger by his fall. Ola assures them of protection. All Oromo are going to have a common country. A new history is in the making. All must be able to claim belonging to the new polity and ready to understand one's rights and duties as a citizen. When to start? Now. How? You know better. The motto must be always prepared for freedom, equality, and peace. Oromia Hajiratu. That was a piece from a piece by Jaal Ibsa Gutema, veteran of the Oromo Liberation Front and former Transitional Minister, a man who has struggled for justice and freedom and is well known for his historic poem entitled Ethiopian Mano, meaning what makes someone Ethiopian. Now Jaal Ibsa calls us to be ready for its fall. Freedom is not a gift, it is a duty, and the time to prepare is now. Like, share, and subscribe to help awaken others. Comment below, how do you think Oromia should be governed after Abiy? Oromia Hajiratu. Long live Oromia.